You see. What's going on, my people? It's your host with the most, Jigger, coming through live to you and yours. It's on a Monday morning, and I just thought I'd do an Arsenal therapy. I just come online and do my Arsenal therapy with y'all folks. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. We took an L against Bournemouth. In an expected one. The one I was baiting, that I was counting that it was going to be an easy 3 points, but it all went into shambles for me. And there's no excuses. I see people coming up with a lot of excuses, explaining the referees, VAR. At the end of the day, you cannot leave the chances to them. You cannot give them a chance. We gotta do our thing. And Saliba, what he did. Anyway, let me just dig down from the start. When I saw the lineup, it was not a good lineup, I'm gonna say, but I saw three defenders, Merino's there, Partey and Rice, and I'm like, wow, okay. I think it's Bournemouth, so we're like, it's okay. I'm not worried about Bournemouth giving us any rough time, but Merino, there's no creativity. Merino is not very creative. He just came to the club now. He still needs to really pattern up, get to know the drill, and get to link up with the players. But I was just like, Bournemouth, we're not losing. Everyone thought it was just a walkover. We're just gonna step on man and move on, with our 3 points and talk to him. So I didn't even watch the game, I'm gonna be honest. I was somewhere out, having a good time, living life, just checking the score, the updates, okay, let's see the updates. But then when I started checking even the group chats, I could see people were complaining that the play was we were not even playing very well, even with 11 men. Man went all over the place. And you know how us now are from. We have been basically the whole season. Our performances have not been great. So I think it was just one of those games, The game we were totally in the descending, and Bournemouth looks like they were in ascending. They played much better than us, from what I hear, from what I saw with the States. And Bournemouth seemed like they wanted even more. We sometimes we start the game like we got a hangover. We still catching up to see. So I believe the first 15-20 minutes we were all over the place, And that's what Semenyo was coming in. He had hella chances for me. If he's clinical enough, if those things go in, it'll be a different story, And then I think in 35 minutes, Saliba red card for me. It does not get any better than this, 3 red cards in 8 games, man. We only played 8 games, we got 3 red cards, Arsenal have like 18 red cards. Arsenal, since Arteta has joined, Arsenal have 18 red cards, 5 more than any other Premier League team. What does this say about our discipline, fam? You make it make sense. What does this say about our discipline as a club, fam? Before we start going out, picking up on referees, picking up on Vieira, picking up on Howard Webb, what does this say about our team, fam? Discipline, we don't have discipline, fam. And something needs to be checked. We need to look in the mirror first, But then I said 10 men, and then my mind just came back like, okay, 10 men, let's see what they're gonna do, fam. They went too defensive. Of course, you're going to play defensive and then you're going to break on the counter. But when you're breaking on the counter, you cannot miss the chances from. And Martinelli had a chance and he missed it. V1, the gate is wide open. He's kicking straight to the keeper. From. He can either go left, he can go right, he can go far post, but he's going straight from. See, this is the thing. And then he kept going onwards. Kivio was all over the place, Kivio was all over the place. He gave away the ball so in that one. And to even begin with, the only striker, the only player who was playing well in front was Sterling. You can just imagine. Sterling was the one playing, trying to run at the defenders, trying to create. The rest of the lot were all dead. So you can see if Saka is not there, if Odegaard is not there, we finish. It's a 2-man party, it's a 2-man show. No Saka, no hot thing, everything went cold, It's just like telling a Nigerian to eat feed without peppers. They cannot eat from, the sauce was missing, the hot sauce was missing, the Nando's thing was missing. So we were all over the place, fam. The creativity was not there. Very, very poor from us now. But we were like 10 men, we're going to pull through. And then they scored. And you can see it was all going downhill, fam. It was all going downhill, fam. He could have let one already come in a bit early, You're going to throw him in when it's 2-0. Arteta's tactics when they go. I've seen a lot of games where teams win when they're 10 men. We all have seen a lot of games where teams win when they are 10 men. We've seen a lot of games, But Arteta cannot handle 10 men. I don't know what they're doing in practice, but every time he goes down to 10 men, he cannot handle 10 men. The plan is simply not there. They're not brave enough, Okay, you go down 10 men, but at least show some heart and fight. You're going to just go too defensive. Every time you're just going to go too. I know you're compact, but it's not always going to work. Anyway, the Bournemouth match just totals up, sums up what's been happening from the beginning of the game, week 1. That our performances haven't been good. It was just a matter of time before it creeps up and catches us with us. Now this is the 10. Now this is what happens, The performances have been shit and we've been getting away with it. Everyone knows that. If you're watching our games, Southampton, Brighton, we've been struggling even with the teams down below. Southampton, it was a struggle. You gotta hold your chest. You gotta curse at the screen. So, if you ask me, it was a long time. It was just coming. It was coming. One game like this was coming because you cannot keep playing like this, thinking you're gonna get away with this one. And I don't know what Arteta needs to do, but we need some creativity in the mid. And Trossard needs to play in the midfield. He does not have any pace, so I don't know why he need to play in the left. For now, you can put him in the middle. He's been playing well in the middle. He's not obviously been doing what Odegaard does, but he has been the better one. Merino, nah, he does not fit in. He's gonna need time. I'm not gonna go against the lad, but he's gonna need time. So this is it. And in other news, Man City won against the Wolves. I watched the game yesterday. Wolves held on for dear life until the last minute, until John Stones come in with the header, the final whistle. Same way against Arsenal. It was the same way, Oh my days, we cannot write it down. We cannot write it down. I think their mentality is totally different. It's a mentality thing. They believe until the last minute. They didn't defect. They didn't give up. They believed and they kept on pushing until the last minute. And they took the win. Now they're 3 points ahead. Liverpool also won against Chelsea 2-1. Very nice game. And I felt like Chelsea's doing very well. Chelsea's doing very well. I feel like they have the right coach. But it remains to be seen. It's only 8 games in. We cannot decide 8 games in. We need to wait we can talk December, January, but Chelsea played a nice game. Cole Palmer, he wasn't cold he disappeared from me. It was a difficult, Cole Palmer usually in the big games, it was a difficult one for him. But Chelsea, they played very well, They played very, very well. It's only that the defense had some lapses, Rich James, he slept on that one and let Curtis Jones go in. And Curtis Jones surely maximized on that. I'm making a 2-1 win. But you can see Liverpool are serious title contenders. You can see they've won 10 games out of the 11. And they're coming to us now in the next game. And I'm not even scared We now fear them, like Captain. We now fear them. You lot come down, You lot come down to the Gunners. We will deal with you. We will deal with you. Same thing we did last season. We're going to do it this season. And I'm dropping a match preview soon with my bro. He's a Liverpool fan. So it's going to be down. You guys be on the lookout. But Liverpool really looking like a title contending team. I'm not going to knock it. Their defense is compact and solid. I think they've conceded only 3 goals in the last 8 games. So, and Mohamed Salah, he always does his thing. He always does his thing. So, but Chelsea, you can see the project is off on a quick start No one can throw away shades, The little man they just need time But I'm not even worried about Chelsea at the same time, So Chelsea winning puts Liverpool back in the top. They're 4 points ahead of us. We cannot lose on Sunday. If we lose on Sunday, they go 7 points ahead from. It's not good for Man U. But I feel like at home, we clearly get the win. We will clearly get the win. But we have a lot of injuries. We have a lot of questions. It remains to be seen from can we get back from our loss from moving forward, because we need to win ASAP, on tomorrow we play Champions League against Donetsk Shakhtar, so that must be a win. People need to get back to the winning ways. But honestly, we're gonna need Saka, we're gonna need Odegaard if we're gonna have a chance to fight for this title, for this league. But anyway, it's only 30 more games to go for. We only played 8 games, 30 more games to play. It's not even done. We cannot start counting from. We cannot be worried now. Of course, man. We know us. We're gonna come out ranting. We're gonna lose it on the top of our heads. But anyway, to be honest, let's not be worried. We still have 30 games to play. It's still a long way in the season. But performances like this against Arsenal cannot continue. We need to tighten up our boots. We need to be serious. And Arteta has a lot of thinking to do. I feel like Arteta has a lot of plotting and thinking to do. He needs to do something. The creativity is lacking, and it's so bad. It is so bad. This is not the Kai Havertz we know. If Kai Havertz is there linking up with Saka, it's a different Kai Havertz, He went missing yesterday also. He was not there, He was not there. And it begs the question, were we supposed to get a striker? Someone when it's difficult like this, who's gonna unlock the defense and get you the win as well? It begs a lot of questions, It begs a lot of questions. People are thinking, is Arsenal really gonna win this title, or we're just gonna keep on dilly-dallying from 20 years to go, 20 years in no trophy from PTSD settings, 5 years now, no trophy. And we got second to show for it from, so I'm not happy at all from. So people need to understand when we go on our rants and our tantrums that it's been 20 years, people. So you lot need to understand, the PTSD is too much, it's too much, So since 2004, now we're in 2024. From what I need to tell my kids about Arsenal, I'm just gonna keep wearing this jersey, hanging it on the wall. I need some trophies. I need some silverware. This year has to be it. And this is a serious message to Arteta. I cannot go another season trophyless, It's not happening. I have had enough. Anyway, people, you don't like and subscribe to the thing, I'm going to be dropping a preview for the Liverpool game. And tomorrow we face the Champions League at home. So let's see how the team bounces back from that one. Thanks for liking. You make sure you like it, then, subscribe to your boy Jika.